Oh yes, it's Freaky Friday. How's it going, guys?
Friday.
Oh, it's freaky.
It's freaky.
Friday.
Yeah, you see, we're just going through the portal, right? We're going through the portal. We are going to enter into some new dimensions and have some fun tonight. It's Friday, right?
Isn't that like a bridge though?
It could be a bridge. That's what FOMO was saying yesterday. Bridges, portals, wormholes. You could call it whatever you want, right? They connect. They connect two different realms. We're gonna have fun though. Yeah?
Oh, that reminds me. They're remaking the movie Contact with Jodie Foster.
Oh, that was a good one. Is that with the little cricket guy legs? Where his legs at the end? His legs.
No.
They had like 38 hours of film, but
17 hours.
Only lasted a minute.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I got to check it out.
That was one. She was the scientist. Matthew McConaughey was the preacher left at home.
They dropped her into a portal.
Right.
She went through the portal and it was like you weren't gone at all.
They did it already, or they're working on it.
That's in production, and I forget who the characters are, but new actors and actresses.
Oh, that is a good one too. Yeah,
it was good. I loved that movie. And the greatest quote from that movie: "Do you think anything's out there?" And she goes, "Well, if there's nothing, it's an awful waste of space."
It's an awful waste of space. That's true.
That's the first time I heard that one. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's true."
Hey, is it off? Is it on? Are we in there? Did you get your stuff here?
I didn't log in yet, but
Honors VP. Let me get it. I'm checking in. Let's see Atlanta. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's a good captain. That's not bad. It's got it out there. Look, I'm almost up to Maryland. Maryland and Florida. I'm not too bad.
I had some pressure behind mine, which is delightful.
And I just got.
Here comes Connecticut.
Hey, I'm just asking you guys when you've been doing any of the spaces. When you go through your phone, does it go to a different link or something? Like it tells me to log in. You ever get that or no?
No.
Yeah, they worked on that.
Okay, I'm asking. I know.
Yeah, no, there was a little thing.
Right on. That's what I'm saying.
It was cool to me yesterday. It sent me to a locked space for Twitter.
Right on. Appreciate it. Excellent. But yes, welcome. This is the Matt going off. Opus AI. You haven't downloaded it. You're wrong. You need to. You need to get your GMs. Get those airdrops. Those GMs. They're airdropping all over. Right?
Want to get it? Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. Yeah.
It's hot.
It is hot.
That's what I was trying to tell FOMO the Wednesday evening when I was on the show. He's upset because he doesn't get the general, that big shot. And I'm like, dude, you don't want the big shot. All your monsters are real close to you. You want that little weak spray. I like it.
You want that ray of light type of reach.
You want that selfish? Is that was it selfish? Is that?
I want the ray of light.
It's a selfish shot.
It's like sparkles. Like when you look at that sparkles, that's the ray of light firework.
Oh yeah,
kids, get the sparkles. Write your name, Ray. Ray.
There you go. I love it. That's nice. So we're gonna go through some news. I don't know. You said you had some tip. Look, I see a lot of green, Tim. What you got? What is that?
Oh, you want to see this one?
They got a lot of green. Is there green? That can't be. Is that for real?
This is a true story.
True story. Look at that. All green.
Because when in doubt, zoom out. This is the yearly. See by market cap, this is a red tab for the month, red for the week, red for the day, red for the hour.
Tell me the week. I want to see the week.
Week.
Yeah, it's a sunny, bloody Sunday.
Oh, look, Ave, Caspa. There you go. Whiff.
Bloody.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the biggest losers when you go by market cap.
Oh.
That's why I stick with the year. There it is. Look, everybody's happy now.
Go to the day. Let's see the day.
The day.
Yeah. Just another freaky effing Friday. Crypto sucks.
This is what you want, FOMOs. This is where you reload. This is reload. FOMO.
Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another lie that I have any extra money to reload with. Lie.
What are you talking about? You got a restaurant. You got to do your thing. Do your thing, man. There you go. Reload.
You're lying. I got no more money for food nor crypto.
Food. You don't have no money for food. There you go. Love it. Nice.
If I'm here, you want to hear my
what's that song? Sunday, Monday.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday. That is YouTube.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds just like it.
Yeah. Singing's horrible. That's for sure.
Yeah. Bitcoin, you're weak. You should be at 85,000 by now. You're weak.
Work it.
There you go. This is my other in real life story.
There you go.
Working from home is here to stay. What do you think about
Wow.
that? No. Office space,
A lot.
it's over. They're talking by 2025 here. The pandemic era tends to fade, but work from home is holding up. They're saying by 2025, 25% is going to be people are going to be working from home.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little more than that. Did you say 2035?
2025.
Oh,
What do you mean? Out of the 4 people on this call right now, there's possibly 2.5 of you that don't get out of work.
That just said it all. That's right.
Think about it right here.
That's right.
It's
well, why wouldn't you? Hey, it's a big, beautiful digital world, FOMO.
Right here, it's like 38%.
Right. It just drops off.
He had to go to the office.
There you go. Get back to the IRL, FOMO. There you go.
So yeah, but that's the story. Working from home here to stay. It's gonna keep on going, which is gonna push down commercial real estate. There it is down there. So commercial real estate's gonna be in trouble, and it's gonna here's the one they set to continue to rise up to 24% by early 2026.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Like
so commercial real estate in pain and gonna feel more pain for years to come.
Well, it is.
Got to convert those buildings into like indoor grow stations since they're buying up all the farmland. We're gonna have to grow hydroponically.
Marijuana plants.
Well, you can grow lettuce the same way you can grow weed. So, whatever, we're going to need it.
Hey, you didn't show that building. That was just me and you, right? You didn't show you were talking about something in New York. That building, you said it was going up for like $8-9 million.
Well, they're going to auction it off. Didn't I? We did it on the show last night, didn't we?
I don't know if you did shoot. I don't know. Either or. I thought it was just me and you, but maybe not. I don't know. You're probably right. But yeah, that's wild, man. Commercial real estate. Yeah. You see it with all the stuff. Malls. I don't even know how malls. You're pretty empty when I'm walking through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Because they're all buying on Temu now.
That's right. That's right. Temu. That's our own fault, I guess. Right. Happy Friday, Web3 Wise guys. Good to see you, George. Say hello to my taco friends. Right on. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us this Friday. Hey guys, happy Friday. Decrypting Chaos. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're having a great week and a great weekend. Wow, we are blessed. The 4 Wise guys tonight. Yes, it's good to see you, Sue. Thank you. And hola, good evening. Good to see you, Janet. Thanks for joining us. There's Comfy. Happy Friday to all. Big time thanks, Web3 Wise guys. Infotainment, hunting down alpha. We're gonna hunt down alpha. We're gonna do infotainment, and we're gonna get a little crazy. We're gonna get a little kind of on the edge tonight, Comfy. I think
you're going off the rails. You going off the rails tonight?
We're gonna go off the rails. It's Freaky Friday, man. We're gonna do that. We're gonna start doing some of these things, getting close to the edge. There you go. Lou, Lou. Good to see. Oilers were down 0-3.
Yeah.
Clawed their way back. Game 7. I'm proud of this team and everything they accomplished this season. We will be back. Congrats. Oh yeah, the Hockey Stanley Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. They missed it by 2 goals there.
It is. I mean, they came back, like you said, down 0-3. Does that ever happen in hockey? Anybody ever do that?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yep.
Either or, that's pretty tough. Good stuff, Honolulu.
It can be done. Very rare.
There you go. Happy Fire Firkin Friday. Fantastic right now. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. I love the bubbles. Is Eat Taco? Yes. Eat Taco. Every Tuesday is amazing, Robin. And even in between. Love it. Thank you. I love the bubbles. There you go. Eat Taco. It should be there, right? I think, what is that, the top 100 or is it the top 50?
Yeah, we need to put some oomph behind the Eat Taco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It'll be there one day. It'll be on there one day.
Absolutely. GM, thank goodness it's Friday. Thank you, Web3 Wise guys. Good to see you. My crypto adventures. Thank you. Here's Scott. Yippee yay. Yes. It's Good Friday. Good days. Good to see you, man.
Eat Taco would be like 1 pixel bubble. One little.
Yeah, good stuff.
Little tiny dot.
Love it. Now, I don't know. FOMO disappeared. Sniper, I don't know if you had something before I jump into it or no. What do you guys? Is it?
Nope. I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the roller coaster.
Good deal. All right. Sounds good, man. But yes, this is kind of the big news of the day. I mean, I think for the rest of the year,
besides what happened after the show last night.
Yeah.
But we don't have to go into that. There's enough people talking about that.
We're gonna get into that too. That was something. And yeah, this is a big deal because this literally directly affects the executive office of the president anyway, right? The Supreme Court decision overturns Chevron deference, and it might be what they're saying good for crypto, right? Oh, I got to switch. Let me. That's after the thing. But this is a big deal, and it's undercutting mostly the federal regulators. Everything, SEC, anything that's a regulator, those central bodies that do not are not elected, right? They're appointed by the executive branch, right? It's going to affect all of their decisions, right? They're not going to have much effect on people. It's going to go back to where it belongs, with Congress making laws like it's supposed to be, right? So this was a big deal. I'm going to go through it a little bit here, but I got a little video where the most of the news and they talk about it. Let me mute myself and you'll listen. Like I said, it's a pretty big deal.
To overturn what's called the Chevron precedent here.
This decision, which sounds technical, is a major big deal and is going to change government as we know it.
The reason it's significant is because it has enormous implications for the administrative state in the United States of America and all federal agencies and their ability to interpret the law. What the Chevron precedent was a 1984 case from the Supreme Court, which held that in absence of other information, courts should give deference to administrative agencies' interpretation of the law. That gave a huge area of wiggle room for federal agencies to interpret what Congress meant when it passed given laws, if there was any gray area in those laws. What the Supreme Court is now saying this morning in a 6-3 decision is that courts may not defer to an agency interpretation of the law simply because a statute is ambiguous. Chevron, they say, is overruled.
The way that the Securities and Exchange Commission actually interprets securities law, which of course is almost 100 years old at this point and has to be applicable to new developments in the financial system. It really limits the ability of regulators to do their own interpretations. And of course, this is the second day in a row we have seen a blow to regulators. The court also ruled yesterday against the SEC's in-house judges, which will limit not only the SEC, but other agencies and how they try, say, fraud cases internally. Remember, existing securities law has been on the books since the mid-1900s, and they apply it to say things like digital assets, saying that those laws don't need to change or be rewritten. It could limit the ability to do that unless Congress writes more clear laws that can be interpreted directly. It will now be up to the court's discretion.
And Eamon, is the idea that they would have to continue check back with Congress, or is it just up to Congress to kind of micro legislate all of these elements?
Yeah, look, I mean, we're going through this decision here this morning, and we're going to see if the Supreme Court is giving any guidance here. But I mean, one option would be that Congress has to go in a deep.
But yeah, everybody's going to have to start doing their jobs, right? This unelected bunch of people. Right, this administrative state that like everybody's used to. I mean, you're talking about everything, Department of Education, all this kind of stuff, right? It's kind of crazy that that's how kind of warped it got. Is everybody's, and I guess FOMO. You used to talk about it all the time with the regulations, man.
How long has this Chevron thing been going on? Did you say 40 years?
Yeah, since the 80s. Yes.
84.
Yes.
Yep.
And what an embarrassment.
Yeah. And we are Apex. We're doing great, bro. And yes, we did. We even got a little bit of it. We're gonna get a little close to it. Gonna have some fun with it, and not gonna get too political. But hey, man, it was kind of crazy, bro. And even that Apex, we got some really cool stuff because we're gonna talk about cryptoterrestrials at the end. You don't even know, bro. We're going alien. So good stuff.
Are they registered voter aliens or alien aliens?
Yes. No, I think some of them are running for office. So it's hilarious to me that these are options that only that alone should say something. People lose pride and respect. Yes, absolutely. It's a wild world we live in. I always say the world is a stage, and we're just living in it. And there you go, right? But yeah,
this is what I was thinking about when I was watching that comedy last night with you guys last night. You remember that comedy we were watching?
It is. I mean, I know we're going to get into it.
This is what I was thinking about. This was playing in my background. Hold on.
You got a parrot? Who has a parrot?
That's what's playing in the background.
We couldn't hear it. It was all mumbled, man.
Yeah.
We couldn't hear it.
My sound system's horrible.
It is. It was mumbled. All good. But digging into that even more is it's probably a really good thing for crypto, right? Because you've been seeing this Gary Gensler just going roughshod, doing all kinds of things. First saying the crypto is it's just a what are we talking about? We stake it, whatever. But there, he's kind of ruling on all kinds of different things that it's a security, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Saying it's a security, not security.
Actually, first, Ray, he was talking at MIT how great it was.
That's right.
Then he comes back and makes the ruling that it's a security. And then he's like, oh, well, maybe let's think about ETFs or whatever, because Larry Fink wants it.
Yeah, exactly. I know. But that's the whole thing. I mean, Bitcoin, all of a sudden that came off the table. And then, like they were saying, Ethereum, he was just saying that 6-7 months ago that it's security and all that stuff. Now it's an ETF. And now you're looking at a whole bunch of people doing Solana now, all kinds of different things. But it was a landmark 6-3 ruling, which weird is that ABC, Amy Coney, ACB, whatever, Amy Coney Barrett, she was dissenting, right? Because she's supposed to be one of them conservative judges. And Ketanji Brown, who just got in through Biden, right? I think, was it Biden? I think. Yeah.
She's on the 3. One went to the 3, one went to the 6. So it wasn't across party lines theoretically.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. One of the things with the court, a lot of times, is you'll see, I mean, they do have their one views, whatever political side, but you do see them going with different decisions sometimes, right? I kind of like that, to still have somewhat, you got a little respect for the Supreme Court. They're not so political, even though they kind of, they are. I think out of all the branches, that's obviously the least political, and it should be. It's supposed to be, what is it? The justice has the blindfold, right? That's what it's supposed to be, right? Not these political views. But several legal scholars told Decrypt that the ruling could embolden embattled crypto firms who face lawsuits from Securities and Exchange Commission. The legal implications for crypto may be overblown. That's according to Lee Reiners, who teaches at Duke Law School. But yeah, this is going to give them some legs to stand on, man. I mean, you're talking about Coinbase, talking about Ripple, all of these guys who have been getting, gone after with the SEC and Gensler. They're overstepping, right? That's what they're saying. They're overstepping its bounds because it has nothing to do with them. They're not supposed to be interpreting law. They're not supposed to be making up what regulations are. They're not supposed to be doing any of that. All they're supposed to do is follow what Congress legislates and the executive branch sides in, right? That's what they're supposed to do. But that's where it's got all crazy, and that's why the big Chevron ruling with the Supreme Court is a big deal. And we'll see. But I'm kind of, it looks like there's a big kind of things shifting, right? It really does. Looks like some stuff is really going on here. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about the alternative real debate? Yeah, that was cool too. Hey, and at least they did have something with him, right? There are some cool things. I'm glad that they were able to put Robert Kennedy Jr. up there. So what do y'all think? Yes, I think it was a good thing. I think he should have been up there. Actually,
he wasn't there.
Yeah. I mean, he was, but they had to do it on a different thing. I think that John Stossel, they kind of did his own thing. They were just bouncing off of what they were doing, right? It was very ridiculous anyways. I mean, just the rules, no audience, muting mics, no staff. I mean, literally no staff was allowed in the debating hall. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But
Ray, you've been trying to do that with me for the past 6 months.
That's right.
Being able to mute my mic.
That'd be awesome if we had that power, right? Yeah,
I do.
You do. Oh, you can. We can. I didn't know that. That's right. We can mute you.
Yeah, I can just. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you have the CNN control. I see how it is.
So look.
Did they just disappear again, Ray?
Yeah, that's not me. Man. That's your buddy Tim. But
no, he's doing it himself now.
Oh. So the SEC sues ConsenSys over MetaMask staking, and it says that's broker.
Hold on.
This is what I'm just saying. This is a big deal, right? This is what we're talking about with that Chevron thing. A lot of this stuff, man. Hey, they're gonna have no legs to stand on. So the SEC sued ConsenSys Friday, alleging MetaMask swaps and staking products violated federal securities laws. The agency also targeted Ethereum staking services, Lido and Rocket Pool, referring to their popular staking ETH and RE tokens are unregistered securities. And it's all because of that staking, protocol and stuff like that. But MetaMask is the most used wallet for Ethereum and a host of other blockchains. In addition to offering users the ability to store cryptocurrency bought on other platforms, MetaMask lets users buy and sell digital assets directly in-app via its swaps. It's a decentralized wallet. I don't have to tell you guys this, but there are people watching, and that's a difference from holding your assets on Coinbase. This is really directly affecting anybody who believes in self-custody, right? We believe in holding our assets and not hanging out on a centralized exchange like Coinbase. And again, here's the SEC doing what they think is right and protecting people. So I don't know. Again, who knows? The SEC said these securities include Polygon, Matic, Mana, Chiliz, the Sandbox, and Luna, though it suggests that other digital assets might also be securities. Many of these cryptocurrencies named in Friday's suit have already been named in previous SEC suits as unregistered securities. So, we just saw too, again, ETH just got removed from that. Or they got a Wells notice or something like that. And then ETH, or they were under some kind of investigation. And now that's over, right? So, again, ConsenSys is kind of the developers who developed, MetaMask, and they're the ones dealing with all this, right? So there you go. This, again, is directly affected by what we just went over with that Chevron ruling, right? Cool stuff. Stuff is happening, man. And then here you go. U.S. Treasury issues crypto tax regime for 2025. Delays rules for non-custodians. Custodian. The IRS has now set up its reporting system for crypto brokers, but it set aside related rules for DeFi and unhosted wallets as it continues to study 44,000 comments to the agency. They still don't know what to do with us, everybody. They still don't. Hey, there you go. It's why you keep a little bit on Coinbase. I don't know what they're going to do, right? We'll see. Look, the rules released Friday will go into effect for transactions starting in 2025 and will require brokers to keep tabs on cost basis for customers' tokens starting in 2026. The IRS won't call for reporting on the most routine stablecoin sales and is putting a $600 annual threshold on NFT proceeds before they need to be $600.
$600. What is with
NFT,
that number?
Bro. That's one NFT. That's right.
Are they going to count the big negative signs that some of us have in front of our wallets, like that Ether Trooper wallet that some of us?
I don't know.
That's my whole collection right there.
That's why we got to spin up that whatamistake.eth. We got to get that going. What a mistake.
Oh, it's spun up. You can find it. It's there.
It's there. You can send any of your garbage NFTs to whatamistake.eth, and
take the entire write-off, and then take the entire write-off of that NFT.
Take the write-off. There you go. Right, you lost. So real estate transactions paid for with cryptocurrencies after January 1st, 2026 will also need reporting, the regulation said. So hey, we got to buy our houses and all of our assets with crypto before January 1st, 2026. Come on, bull market. We got to get going. Come on, man. Let's go. So there you go. The infrastructure bill in Congress, set stage for the Treasury IRS to establish. And that's what I mean. There you go. That's also the one that they got. What is it? 86,000 new IRS agents, right?
No, they were never hired.
They didn't hire them?
Nope.
Oh, I thought they got funded.
No.
All right. Hey, I'm happy for that. That's good. Huh. I did not know that. You should find. I'm not saying on this show, but yeah. Let me see that. Here's another one. You always see this. You talk about the whales, man. A dormant whale sends 61 million Bitcoin to Coinbase on chain. That hey, would you be a little nervous if you did that on the one shot? Would you?
Oh my gosh! There's no way. There's no way.
One shot? That's not happening.
One shot. You wouldn't do it? One shot, man.
No.
Yeah, man. And so again,
you send a couple Satoshi first, and then
I'll start with $1, and I'll work my way up.
You send the $12, $18.
Right.
Yeah.
If I had 61 million, I'd probably send 50,000 the first time and call it a day. If I lose it, consider it a donation. I don't care. If I got 61 million, I'm a generous guy. And then I would write off the 50,000 as a tax write-off because I lost it.
It does make you wonder. All these dormant whale wallets waking up.
Right.
It does make you wonder, like, how much Bitcoin is actually lost. because they put a number out there,
Yeah.
and we just keep seeing every week more dormant wallets waking up. So it just makes you wonder how much is actually lost.
Exactly. You don't know, right? You know, I mean, it's kind of weird because that's, what do they say? Like around 2-3 million they say is lost. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, as high as 4.
Right, that would be wild. And then even too, what Satoshi Nakamoto? He's got a million Bitcoin just in one wallet. Yeah,
right.
Crazy.
If that one wakes up, that's gonna cause a stir right there.
Could be a problem. That's good. Hey, but imagine if it does when you're talking about $1 million of Bitcoin, right? You're talking about $5 million of Bitcoin. That's crazy, right? That would be something. You know, that guy, he would be pretty powerful dude, man. So again, it's just more with the volatility. People, you see these whale wallets, and then they start waking up and doing this stuff. But the crypto wallet identified as, there it is, deposited a substantial 1,000 Bitcoin, right? Valued over 61 million to Coinbase. I want to see how many transactions. It doesn't say. Notably, these coins were acquired 6 years ago for a mere 6. What a
beautiful.
That is beautiful, huh? Right? Kind of crazy. Let's see. Look on chain. I'm just saying.
That's still a lot of money.
Yeah, no, it was one shot. Look.
He didn't send a teaser first?
Yeah, well, he did 6 point. No, that's when he bought it. Yeah, it was one shot, bro.
Wow.
So 6 years ago.
He's got some components.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why I was asking you guys, man. Ain't that something? Yeah, that's right.
He must have built the network.
Hey, that's how it is. How you got to roll here in crypto, man. He's one shot, FOMO. One shot. 61 million. You're muted, buddy.
So it's definitely a guy.
Well, that's good to say. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you guys?
Just saying it's a guy to risk that much. A woman be more rational.
Oh,
that's
okay.
a dude.
Yes.
Nice recovery.
It's a dude, man. A woman would be smart. Send a little bit, guarantee it. I'm confirming. Dude's like, hey, I got this.
So look, now we're gonna get a little, on the rails, and then from now on, I say, we're obviously some crypto, but we'll end it with the Cryptoterrestrials. But tonight we're gonna get into this because it was crazy, man. I know FOMO. I think you have some things too, but yeah.
Working on it. I'm working on it.
You can't find it. Is that what you said? You can't find it?
Yeah, it's pissing me off. So
Twitter was going. It was a buzz yesterday, right? There was all kinds of things. Everybody was expecting some fireworks, and crypto. Twitter had plenty of takes, right? And even crypto wasn't even discussed. I'm surprised they didn't say anything about crypto, right? But we'll see, right? We'll see. The first debate. Right, they've been talking about it for a good bit, and news outlets reported a stumbling performance by the incumbent president, matched with many falsehoods from the challengers. I do love because again, I'm going to show you something just with the media. They are the biggest parrots that I've ever seen in the world. Right? It's they are handed exactly what to say. They know what they're gonna kind of report, and they know exactly what to parrot because it was like clockwork, man. For me, I believe all this kind of was to set my man up anyway, right? I don't care about the guy. I'm not a real political thing. I do have concepts and things that I believe in, right? I have a foundation and what I believe in, how it should be run. More I would say like I'm not libertarian, but I mean, I'm for liberty, right? I want to be free. I want you to leave me alone. And, I can handle my life. Just leave me alone. That's kind of my thing. And decentralization, right? This is again one of the main reasons I'm in this space because it's very important to me. As the debate neared, there was speculation there'd be a lot of crypto talk, but no, there wasn't. Michael Saylor had a little tweet that he did a poll in which 69 people who voted, admittedly drawn from a pool of his largely Bitcoin, thought that Bitcoin would be discussed, but no. So that was his poll. And it didn't pan out. So no Bitcoin talk. But you got to understand, man, the crypto people, we're very tuned in. I can tell you that every one of the crypto people probably are going to vote. I would say, what do you guys percentage-wise? How many?
We don't need a conversation about crypto. We just need a tweet. That's all we got to have is a tweet, and we're all on board. Like that's the guy we're voting for. Whoever tweets about crypto. So far, it's been Donald Trump. I know that Biden's kind of doing it lately, but yeah, we don't need a whole debate on crypto. How are you going to use crypto? Just say you're for it.
Right.
Just say, yep, I'm for crypto, and that's all crypto Twitter needs. They're going to put the word out in front of all these thinking people. Like,
right,
let's go. Trump's for crypto.
Yeah. Now that's what I'm saying. People, and that's fine. Everybody, we all obviously think differently, and that's fine. It's a good thing. You know, that's what I'm saying. You have your things if it's specifically crypto. Mine is more concept. Again, decentralized or centralized federal government, right? And I'm going to tell you in things because people said, you know, they didn't even talk about solutions. There's many solutions that we're talking about. It's just people don't hear and they look at specific things. I'm even going to get to the close one where everybody was about abortion. And I don't think specifically like what they're talking about. I look at what they say, and that just means how they're going to govern. And that's what I'm saying. We'll talk about it.
When it comes down to decentralized and centralized and all that stuff, they may just be holding off so they don't stick their foot in their mouth because they don't understand it yet to debate on it. So
that's true.
We could sit in the future. There may be some crypto topics come up, but they just may not be educated enough to talk about it right now.
Right. So let me get this. Robin had a question. This may be not a dumb question ever. We want people to ask this stuff. But sent Bitcoin to Coinbase from where? So anybody like you can have stuff on Ledger Live, Robin. There are also Bitcoin wallets, right? That are just specifically, you know, for Bitcoin, right? So, you know, as long as, and when you have to select receiving Bitcoin, like if you have a Coinbase, you have to select receiving coin, from a Bitcoin, exchange, stuff like that. Like you get the address, and that's what you're going to put into that wallet, right? Where you're sending it from. So you're getting it to Coinbase. I don't know if anybody else has anything, but
yeah, a lot of these dormant whale wallets that we're talking about are wallets that have not done anything. Like Ray showed, that wallet had not made a transaction in 6 years. But a lot of the real dormant ones that they talk about is kind of even older than Coinbase. Like we've got to go back before we was introduced to this. They actually gave Bitcoin away at conferences on pieces of paper, and you had to go through this cumbersome process. Like we've got this beautiful app on the Opus blockchain, right? They had to go through this cumbersome process to even access that Bitcoin. I mean, it was just mind-boggling, all the stuff they had to do to get that. And that's why they say a certain percentage of that was lost, right? It's just because it was so complex to get to it and stuff. So that's kind of where it comes from. It's on the Bitcoin blockchain itself, you know, and they send it into Coinbase.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. It is Friday. Good to have you, Aaron. Thank you. Good to join us. And totally agree, Apex. I guess Don is talking about these are the options. So yes, but we're going to get back at it. Like I said, we're going to go through this because crypto Twitter was a buzz. There's some people obviously just kind of having fun, eating pizza, FOMO, eating pizza, watching the debate. Still waiting to hear about Candace talk about blockchain or crypto. And again, people, if you don't understand, that's what I'm saying. It's a specific thing, and you don't hear it, right? You don't hear it. Literally, our government and our founding fathers, everything, the Federalist Papers, we literally are kind of a decentralized system. It should be, right? And they're talking about it. You just don't maybe know about it. That's what I'm saying. These things are being discussed, but we look at specific targets or topics, and we want to just hear what we want to hear. So here we go. Crypto's Twitter degen community geared. They were ready to do the memes. Did you see that this stuff, Sniper? These guys were all ready. Any kind of goofy words, anything coming out of this debate, they were ready because people were dropping the meme coins of whatever was crazy. So
yeah, Easy's one of the Bodogos guy. They have the huge space every morning. He actually put a list out of what he was watching for to be released on Deck Screener, and that was stumbling words, hot topics. Just they were totally on point. Had their wallets loaded up, just ready to buy these meme tokens that were launched, from the debate last night. So pure gambling.
There you go. That's what he's talking about. We're locked in. So he's in his Tesla. He's got his he's got it open, ready to lock and load it, and just watch it, right? And that's the degen, right? That's the degen area of crypto. Everybody was just waiting for something funny to happen. And then bam, you drop the meme coin and that thing goes taking off like a rocket, right? So there's a lot of things that's fun over here. What will you do to make a childcare more affordable? And they both started talking and arguing about golf, right? It was funny. There's kind of goofiness of just ridiculousness. So again, the debate, Biden's performance called into question. People, I don't know how you couldn't. It was actually very sad because again, I was in the military, and that is the commander in chief, right? That's a big deal to me. That's not cool. So this is Bowden. The token started just crashing, not good. So again, these are the types of things that are going on, and then I'm going to just show you. This is just one take, right, of this, and it's just a highlight of this guy right here. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, I'm going to get a little, I don't know, you could say edgy, but it's absolutely ridiculous, right? I know for a fact there's at least 1,000 to 2,000 people around this man, right? And they know, right? This is not some secret. It's not so, the media, I hear when you put in anything about lying, you hear about the other guy, but I'm tired of people lying to us. I'm tired of it. It's ridiculous because this is ridiculous. I don't care what you say about anybody else. This is ridiculous. Oh, let me get the mute myself.
Both making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare, we're trying to provide housing for Black Americans. The impact on the choice, the idea that they're gonna. I'm proposing that everybody the millionaires pay 1%. So no one after I would not raise the cost of Social Security for anybody. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with the big pharma companies. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. No one was hurt. No one Israeli was accidentally killed, and it stopped. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's ridiculous, right? So you can say what you want. That is ridiculous and it's dangerous, right?
But put this way, if I was out there talking like that, a hat sack would pull me off the stage. I'm just letting you know. I want to thank everybody for the Academy Award for Gone with the Wind.
Well, I'm serious. Like I said, that's the commander in chief, man. That guy carries around the nuclear football. You can make jokes. Everybody can make jokes. Ha, ha, ha. This is serious stuff. I was going to pull up all kinds of ridiculous things. I don't even think people understand the intercontinental ballistic missiles, the ICBMs that are in this nation can completely wipe out the world. It's not cool, right? That's ridiculous. And for the media, anybody to cover all this garbage up, I'm getting a little tired of it, right?
I got something to share to bounce off this idea. To bounce off your idea, just throw what I have up there, Ray.
Oh, yeah. Where do you have it?
This guy right here, I want you to talk about this. He doesn't play the sound for some reason, because if I click this...
You do not feel the pain of them extracting all of the beauty from your future. That's why it exists. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just going to ask you the question. Does it make sense to be cheering for people who don't know you to win a game that doesn't matter and you can't pay your light bill? You can't educate your children the way you desire to. You can't take a family vacation, but you're jumping up and down because a full-grown man ran over another full-grown man over a pigskin filled with air. It doesn't make sense. Do you understand the purpose of professional sports? It's a psychological anesthesia to lull you into a state of asleepness so that you do not feel the pain of them extracting all of the beauty from your future.
What do you think of that?
I think that's exactly right. It's crazy.
Right.
And well, you're asking, and that's what I'm saying. We're going to get into it. That it is ridiculous.
Right. Go ahead. I went to the Colosseum in Rome.
That's right.
And I know for a fact, 100% sure, that the Colosseum was just to entertain the people while the Roman Empire was falling and everything was horrible. Mm-hmm. But you keep them, give them a movie. Give them a 55-gallon drum of popcorn for $8 and lull them to death. And that's what we do here in this this world.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Even too, this how it's supposed to be is even, like I said, back in the day, farmers, doctors, everybody would be running, and be in a political office, right? And then after 4 years, they come home, go back to work. It's really messed up. And everybody can make jokes and think that all this conspiratorial stuff. It's pretty blatantly in your face. And if you're too ridiculous, whatever, you want to just ignore what's straight and blatantly in your face, you've been lied to for so long. People just they're numb to it, like you just said, FOMO. But anyways, that's 100% right, man. It is a distraction.
And I just had one more to share with you that blew me away. It's something I did not know. Can you share again?
Yeah.
So banks borrow from the public. Okay, so that much we've established. What about lending? Surely they're lending money. No, they don't. Banks don't lend money. Banks, again, at law, it's very clear, they're in the business of purchasing securities. That's it. So you say, okay, don't, confuse me with all that legalese. Yeah. I want a loan. Yeah. Fine, here's the loan contract, here's the offer letter, and you sign. At law, it's very clear, you have issued a security, namely a promissory note, and the bank is going to purchase that. That's what's happening.
So you're firmly of the view that banks create money out of thin air?
Yes, well, I produced the first empirical studies to prove that in the 5,000-year history of banking. Banks are thought of as deposit-taking institutions that lend money. The legal reality is banks don't take deposits and banks don't lend money. So what is a deposit? At law, the word deposit is meaningless. The law courts and various judgments have made it very clear, if you give your money to a bank, even though it's called a deposit, this money is simply a loan to the bank.
That's true. Yeah.
So there is no such thing as deposit.
So you think it's probably adequately named then?
So banks borrow from the public. Okay, so that much we've established. What about lending? Surely they're lending money.
So I just wanted to share that with you. How crazy is that when I'm reading this going, shut up. Like, that's my money I'm depositing. Nope. I mean, promissory notes, lending thing. I mean, this is crazy how we're not educated in the simplest things. Yeah. How to write a check, understand how banks work, understand. Remember the famous one, which we'll watch later, I guess. What's a bill? Remember it was
I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill.
Yeah, that's the only way I learned about what a bill was.
Isn't that sad?
I do not recall a professor and teacher while I'm sitting in these stupid lines in chairs telling me what a bill was and how to get a bill approved.
Right.
I'm just letting you know it's a sad state of affairs.
Right. Yes. And then, like I said, to go back, I want to give you an example of what we were talking about. So they ask, and I hear people say, well, they never talked about any kind of to fix anything. Of course they did. Like what they said with abortion. And listen, you can believe how you want. And like I said, it is to each his own. I'm not going to tell you how to be and act. But what he said and what they were all mad about is that they made it, and the Supreme Court made it all go back to the states. It's literally how our government's supposed to run, right? And what is it? It's decentralized, right? Again, when you want to hear and understand why like I said, at least for me, I don't pick just because he's not a cult of personality because I love the way that he talks or how he is. It's just how I believe, right? If he's talking about it to go back to the states, like we are, this is a republic. We aren't a democracy. You hear this stupid stuff said all the time about the United States. It's not a democracy. A democracy is mob rule. I mean, it means if there's enough of y'all to vote, then anything gets passed and a mob rules. That is not what it is. It's a republic, right? So that's what I'm talking about, is you're getting back to what the very foundation, right, of what this country's supposed to be like. And that's how I look at issues. I don't look at just because this one I love, right? I look at how they're going to do it. And there is differences of the parties. If there's some parties like Robert F. Kennedy, Jr., and he starts believing more decentralized, I would vote for him. I don't care. I want people that are going to make it less control from the federal government back to the states, because that's, again, where you're supposed to go. So if California and New York want to do the thing with abortion right when conception happens all the way to it's born, that's their thing, right? Then you got Florida and Texas or something like that. They want to do it, and you can never have abortions. That's how it's supposed to be, because guess what? People will move to where they want to go. That's how it's supposed to be. So the ridiculous stuff that everybody argues that, oh, there was nothing ever talked about how to fix things. There was. It's just people don't listen, and they don't understand what's going on. So yes, that's how I look at this stuff. I don't go in single thing. I look at, that's the whole idea, right? So, and you can see it, more one party is very, very more government is the answer. And you can see that. That's very, very blatant in front of your face. If you think this big entity is going to be for you, then that's your choice. I don't. I think I can make better decisions on my own because I'm a sovereign person, right, that believes and knows what's best for me. That's how I believe, right? And that's what I'm just saying. We're going to get down there a little bit. So that's just what I'm thinking, right? And then this is what another one I want to show, because it is blatantly in your face. If you didn't see, like seriously, I felt bad for the guy. They piled on him like it was planned. They piled all it like it's like a script went out through the whole media. And I'm going to tell you, this is exactly, you can do conspiracy.
He's been protected for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Like they've hid this from us.
Yeah.
They've purposely hid that side of him so we would not see it. And then last night it's like they wanted it unveiled to the whole world.
Yep.
And go run your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you'll see this is what I'm talking about. This wasn't it, but this is exactly what it looked like.
Of our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about one-sided news stories
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda.
If people don't understand that's ridiculous, right? That's on you, right? Again, I told you we were going to get into it a little bit, but that really pissed me off last night because, again, I feel bad for that dude. and then they just did exactly that to him, right? They did exactly that to him because it was put out that he is done, right? And they're going to replace that guy, right? So that's what I'm saying. You can play around, like FOMO even talked about with sport. I like sports. I love sports. I used to play it my whole life. But I started realizing, listen, there's a lot of things going on, and you got to do stuff about it, right? I know right now we're just kind of, complaining and talking about stuff on the video, but it all goes to, again, what this is, right? And what we've been doing here, decentralized, right? This whole decentralized finance, owning your own assets, being in control of your own finances, doing all that stuff. That's why I'm really here. It's amazing because we have this opportunity. Because again, we used to think that was how it was going to be with the internet, right? This whole new amazing thing was going to happen with the internet. But then what happened? All of these controlling things, Facebook, Google, all of these things, now they control your thoughts, right? FOMO was shocked when I was telling him to Google something, right? And it came up exactly the opposite of what he thought of, right? It was just ridiculous. So that place, when you Google something, you're going to see what they want you to see. You can, again, think this is all conspiracy. But, come on. When is anybody going to wake up? Because, again, this is what people think. You hear this, that we're a democracy.
Oh, we can talk about the closed AI again. Remember the closed AI thing with Google?
Right.
Show us a Viking, and they showed us something else.
Yeah.
They're going to show us what they want to show us. They're a bunch of liars.
It is. But just going through the differences, people don't like the republics and democracies both provide political systems, and they are. In a pure democracy, laws are made directly by the voting majority, leaving the rights of the minority unprotected, right? Do you understand that we have a republic and there's representatives that we elect and that they vote? But it's not that they just vote, right? They have to be under the constraints of the Constitution, right? They have, even though that they vote and do this, then that's why you got the Supreme Court that we just saw, right? That knocked down the thing about, these unelected officials making all these regulations, right? There's checks and balances to this whole thing. It's not a democracy, right? It's a republic, hopefully, if we could keep it. If you could ever heard one of the founding fathers say that. It is a republic if you can keep it, because that's what's going on. You need, and I think at least people are kind of waking up. It's a big deal. So at least, like I said, our take of what's going on. But here, pure democracy, the population as a whole, republic, individual citizens. And it's where the power is held, okay? Right there. Population as a whole, individual citizens. That's why there's a difference. It's right again. Making laws, voting majority, almost unlimited power. Minorities have few protections, right? Now people say we have rights. Under democracy, you don't have rights because they can change just like that. Under this, people are elected representatives to make laws according to the constraints of the Constitution, right? It's inalienable, right? Your rights are inalienable. It's not from these people. It's not from the government. So there you go. Ruled by the majority, laws made by elected representatives of the people. Protection and rights. Rights can be overridden by the will of the majority. It's a democracy. Constitution protects the rights of all people from the will of the majority, right? It's crazy. And there you go. Athenian democracy in Greece. That's an example. And the Roman Republic. That's the other example of what we are. So it's just funny. People don't really realize the thing because they'll say it all day long. We're a democracy. No, you're not. Stop being stupid. So sorry. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going on with. And now this is the fun part.
Go to that, right? Before you started that, Fama said they're all liars. And I have to agree with him. And I don't like it when they lie to FOMO. In fact, we got a clip of what happens when the government lies to FOMO.
Yeah, you don't. I never like it when FOMO. Yeah, that's right. You got to see. It is right. Did you see this FOMO?
No,
nothing, Mama. You woke her up. Who are you talking to? Who's in there with you? Nobody, Mama. Who's this? This is Cousin Patty. He's going to be staying with us for a while. Isn't that nice? You don't have a Cousin Patty. You lied to me.
Hey, you name the movie. You know what, FOMO?
That's throwing Mama from the train.
Hey, throw Mama from the train. That's it, man. Good one. That's right. You're right, Sniper. That was funny. Yep.
That was a good one, Snipe. That was a good one. Almost matched my voice perfectly. All I wanted to hear the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff. But yes,
that was fun.
The other thing, and this we're going to wrap it up because that's why I had little aliens on there. Because what's this Freaky Friday, right? It is. We want to end like it's funny. It's crazy. But now,
hey, what's this? Are you from Harvard? Are you from Harvard Study?
Hey, we're gonna get. I'm gonna show you. I got the PDF. I got the research, and then I made a quick presentation. We're not gonna be able to get over. Almost 9 o'clock now. But
do it.
Look, this is June 28th, right? This is
wow.
This is just the date. Now the research and the paper, because I'm gonna show you. This was done, I think, 2 weeks ago, right? But aliens might be living among us, disguised as humans. Claims Harvard study, right? This is a Harvard study, right? This is crazy. And I'm not going to do it here because I got a bunch of stuff right here. But look, human cryptoterrestrials. Human cryptoterrestrials. And we're going to get into it because look, right here, this is the PDF, researchgate.net. right? I downloaded this PDF. I went through it. So you have these professors, Tim Lomas, Harvard University, Brendan Case, Harvard University, and Michael Paul Masters, Montana Tech of the University of Montana. And look, I'm just saying, just going through this stuff. This is all their citations. This is what's going on. This paper is speculative, right? A thought piece that reflects the author's own interest and ideas. It's not of Harvard and it's not of the University of Montana. But again, this is their information. This is them, right? And this is exactly what they think, right? And this is what I'm saying. This is very interesting, fun stuff. I want you all to give me, like I said, especially in the comments. You got to talk in the comments because this, if you want this presentation sent to you, I'll send it to you. You just got to throw it in the comments, right? But here we go. All right, this is fun. The Cryptoterrestrial Hypothesis, CTH, proposes a fascinating alternative explanation for unidentified anomalous phenomena, right? UAPs, or you could say UFOs. All of these things we've seen, the alien stuff. It's really coming out there. The existence of advanced hidden species cohabitating Earth alongside humans. This groundbreaking concept challenges our understanding of both history and science, suggesting that some UAP sightings may be attributed to these elusive beings rather than extraterrestrial visitors, right? And they say that these are here, right? Not from outer space, not from what they, and I'm going to get into it. They say they're interdimensional, right? Because people are starting to think that there's other dimensions, right? So understanding the cryptoterrestrial hypothesis, the definition posits the existence of an advanced hidden species on Earth that has managed to coexist with humans for millennia without detection. This is a theory, right? And it's a reason why they start to say UAP, unidentified, the flying objects, right? Proponents emphasize the importance of maintaining an open mind and scientific inquiry. They argue that the unconventional explanation for UAPs should be considered alongside more traditional hypotheses, fostering a more comprehensive understanding of this phenomenon. They're saying, no, have open mind. You don't know, right? Comparative analysis. Listen, I don't know. Did you guys see the one guy in front of Congress? I don't know if he was CIA or something like that, but he said, without a doubt, there are other things that are not humans on here. Did you not see that? I should have had that, right? Literally, intelligence guy up there saying that there is. The study compares the CTH with other explanations for UAPs, such as extraterrestrial visitation or advanced human technology. And listen, if you're not seeing where we're going with the AI and all this stuff, hey, we're getting a little crazy here. Historical and mythological evidence, right? Ancient texts. You know how many people talk about this? I know for a fact, all of us here probably, for me, it's in the Bible, right? You can say it's not. It certainly is. If you don't read and understand that thing, you got problems, right? You could talk about, like I said, there's all kinds of things. Ezekiel's wheel, Jacob's ladder. There's a lot of different things. Genesis 6, a lot of crazy stuff in there. But anyways, that's just one. I'm sure it's in the Quran. I'm sure you're talking about, look at the Nazca lines. There's all kinds of crazy things all over the world. Ancient texts and myths, reoccurring narratives. They're all over in all kinds of different things. There's the flood myths. Different cultures all talk about it. Out of the place artifacts. You ever see some of this stuff? The archaeological discoveries of artifacts that seem too advanced for their time period. Did you guys ever see the Iraqi battery? You ever heard of that? There was a battery back in the day? No? 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years ago on a battery? No? No, huh?
I did hear about the technology before the mudslide. Do you remember the mudslide, Ray?
I did. I heard the mudslide. That's right. Modern science. And listen, like I said, we're gonna have fun. It's fun. Who knows? It's a theory, right? And I'm just going along because again, I'm gonna go back. This is a Harvard psychology research scientist, associated director for research, human flourishing program, Harvard University, professor of biological anthropology, Montana Technical Institute. Right?
Who funded this program? In our tax dollars.
It could be. Who knows? Right? Advanced technological capabilities. Again, cloaking technology. Yes. Right. one thing that you see with a lot of these vehicles is that they're not coming from out of the galaxy, right? They all of a sudden just appear, right? Interdimensional. That's what they're talking about. Either cloaking or they're coming through, like you guys, the bridge, the portal, right? Coming through a portal, right? Interdimensional, right?
Portals.
People, scientists, a lot of people keep saying either we're in a simulation or that this is some kind of, like I said, at the Planck scale, there are these pixels. Everybody, again, that's the simulation theory, stuff like that. Or a lot of people say at least there's 11 or 12 dimensions at least, right?
You know the woman that wrote the Terminator and that other movie, Matrix, wrote it to educate us, to wake us up.
Yes. Yeah.
I watched the video. I watched the whole interview of her. That's why she wrote both of them.
Yeah, like this. Say it, Ray. I pledge allegiance to my flag. There you go. Republic. That's right. Sign me up. There you go. And me. Do you think aliens are degens? I do. I do think the aliens are degens, bro. I hear an environmental is taught on aliens' teeth. Yes, it is. I got even special juice for it. There you go. Send it, Ray. There you go, Larry. Take a look, Richie. There it is. A lot of things out there. A lot of things. Alien DNA. It could be. They could have already implanted something, and I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yes, if you can't look and have fun with all these different things, right, then you got problems, right? So underwater capabilities, like some of these things, USOs, they move as fast as they do in the air, right? What is that guy, that Terrence guy? You guys been seeing him on Twitter? He's
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's amazing.
He's got 95 patents. Listen, I don't know, 100%. Man. But what's
Dude,
funny
he has that drone. Hey, Ray, he has a drone that flies in every single direction. Up, down, sideways, vertical.
It's crazy.
It's pretty incredible stuff. Man. I watched the whole video about that drone.
It's wild. And all I'm saying is like he had a hypothesis, a theory, right? He was just talking about decoupling. And it makes sense. He was the one thing that I was very interested in is he's talking about like 1,000 feet below the water, right? You got bubbles. How's that bubble? It's just going up through the water, right? And he's just talking about it's just two different things and it's decoupling. It didn't even use energy to do that. Again, we don't even know half of anything in this world, right? They can't explain. You get down to the quantum level. There you go. Alien teeth, aliens. That's right. That's it. And it is. It's probably because I'm on stuff. You never know, right? I'm using it for the pain. Biological and ecological considerations, right? Adaptive evolution, ecological niches, concealment strategies, and symbiotic relationships, right? So again, I'm just going through because yes, we're past 9, and like I said, I wanted to have fun, right? This is Freaky Friday, and we're talking about again research from Harvard University and Montana Technical Institute University. But there we go. Implications for scientific research. Again, paradigm shift. You're looking at the AI, man. Look at what we're doing. We're just touching the surface, and they keep talking about this time where the AI is going to be doing its own thing, building itself, right? Look at this. It's crazy, right? Who knows what they have done in the future? Maybe they're visiting us from the future, right? Who knows? Interdisciplinary collaboration, new research directions, and technological advancements. Again, we're just touching the surface, and I think look at even Elon with the rocket. How cool is that, man? The thing is landing by itself, right? Straight up and down, and it's coming right back down to Earth, and not having to kind of eject what it normally did with NASA, right? They were just dropping those things in the ocean. Now my man is landing rockets back onto itself. So kind of cool. Societal and philosophical impact. There you go. Interspecies relationships. Right? Listen, this is what they're talking about. I don't know. Hidden intelligent species would raise complex ethical questions about our relationships with these beings. Right? Would you be friends? Could you coexist, FOMO? Would you coexist with them?
Hey, put it this way: if I'm at Bojangles and an alien wants to buy me a buttered biscuit with a little bit of chicken on it, we could talk. We can have a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, you sit down and have breakfast because they evidently know the future, and you can sit down and talk about what the price of Bitcoin is going to do over the next 6 months.
I guarantee the aliens are using cryptocurrency. They're not using fiat. They're not going to use fiat. That's ridiculous, right? Look at their computers and their little UFOs. They're not going to do that, right? They're not going to use fiat. They know better.
I'm gonna opt out of the probing.
Oh yeah, please, yes, that's right.
I don't need them.
Well, hopefully it's not forceful. You know, I remember V was tough. V was a tough one. I remember that was the best. That was a good show. Challenges and criticisms. Lack of concrete evidence. Yes, there could be, right? But I think I see people talking about stuff all the time. Like I told you, the CIA guy, the intelligence guy went into there, you know, and, you know, he was saying, look at this stuff is, I mean, you have these vehicles that move at ridiculous rates, right? They do need power for their UFOs. And here you go. Violation of known, yes, of course, violation of known physics. But they have different technology. When you can, you know, Tim, I'm with you. No probing. Conspiracy theory accusations. They always do throw that at you, right? I don't know how many times you're going to see this kind of stuff and keep saying, well, that you know, that's just air gas. What do they say? Gas or air balloons or something in there. Kind of wild, man. People see this stuff all the time. And then Occam's razor argument. The simplest explanation may not always be correct in complex, unprecedented scenarios. Again, fun stuff to think about. Recent developments and increased credibility. So, like I said, there's been a bunch of government disclosures. Scientists are, again, you're just starting to see, that's why I show the Harvard guys. They're starting to talk about it, at least think about it, right? There's something that's going on. And, you know, there's been all kinds of technological advancements, right? And I think suppression of technological advancements. I know how the military worked. We were playing with stuff that are 20 years advanced, and we don't know how that works, right? They call it compartmentalization. You can be stupid and think that doesn't go on, but I know compartmentalization, it goes on all the time, right? So when you have all these different people working, someone's working on a jet engine, and they don't know that one piece, that it goes over to here, and it works with some anti-gravity thing, there you go. I don't know. Again, I'm telling you, that's at least what I've experienced in the military. So there you go. The path forward, embracing scientific openness, methodological innovations, ethical considerations, and public engagements, right? You know, have fun. Think about it. It's fun. We usually do this on Spaces late night. I know this is DGen era, but again, I wanted to have a little more fun doing some cool things on YouTube and talk about things that people don't normally talk about. You can be weird and you know, think of all this stuff that's just not out there. But the world's weird, man. You get, like I said, I'm very interested in quantum physics, how that works down at the very small compared to the very large. Things are different, man, and it doesn't work the way that everybody thinks it works, right? You know, your atoms and cells are doing all kinds of crazy things. And like I said, I like to talk about this stuff and have fun, right? What do you guys think? What are you thinking? Huh? No? You guys?
Aliens? I say yes to aliens.
Yeah.
Don't know if they live here in Connecticut. Maybe
No.
people.
No.
But I watched the guy that was reporting on that station that's in Antarctica.
Yeah.
And stuff they got down there. I think that, you know, besides Area 51, Antarctica is probably a good spot.
What about that thing that happened at the mall that one time that you guys
told me Miami? About?
Yeah, down in
Florida. There a mall that was like 800 police officers with big aliens running around. I'm like, that's pretty big.
That was just Ty and Austin.
That's right. That was the monster. That's when the monsters arrived, went through the portal.
But remember the police there? Like how many? That was ridiculous.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
But they said it was.
Sometimes we're actually part of a sim. I actually think we are actually just plugged into a thing, and this is a simulation. And I'm like, what is going on, man?
Yeah. Well, they're glitches, right? You know, there's glitches.
There was one glitch where you see the bird. We should do the bird that just hovers. You ever see that?
Yeah.
People are driving around, there's birds in the air just frozen.
Yeah.
You're like, that bird ain't moving and it's stuck in the air.
You've seen one? Is that what you're saying or no?
No, I've seen it on video.
Stuck on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not moved in hours.
Dude, if I could just be stuck on the couch. Just wait. That guy in Matrix, he's eating the steak and he's like, I know this is really a steak, but it's delicious. But I know it's only a simulation, and I'm fine with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Look, and Night Owl, she's probably right. I agree. Aliens absolutely live in New Jersey.
And New Jersey. Oh yeah, that's headquarters.
That's right. That whole northeastern area. That's right.
Yeah, and that's not even the good aliens. The good aliens live somewhere else. That's the Jersey aliens.
The Jersey aliens.
They're mean in Jersey.
Not all.
You gotta watch out for the mean Jersey aliens.
So planetarium solarized spaceships are 100% real. There you go. That's right. It's all kinds of stuff out there, right?
Well, I still want to know where that plane went. Remember that plane?
Well, they said we didn't see the circles that all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then it was gone.
That's right.
Where'd it go?
Hey,
went to a different dimension. Time and space.
Yes. Who knows?
We can't explain everything on this planet. We can't even figure out right now, chicken or the egg, which came first. We can't even get to that question.
That's all right. Yes.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
You don't know. I know.
And the solar systems out there and the stars and that, we've been to the moon.
Yeah, I got you. But yes, fun time.
Have we been to the moon, Ray? Have we been to the moon?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Did I read that they're going to go back to the moon next year?
Yeah, to clean up.
Is it India? China?
I don't know.
No,
somebody said
Elon Musk.
there's NASA, like they're planning to do another
NASA
moon
don't
trip.
even have spaceships anymore, man.
I don't.
Right, but
maybe they're building one.
Hey, what was the vehicle on the moon? What was that?
The rover.
The
rover.
No,
rover.
Whatever, with the whole spaceship on the moon.
With the vehicle, yeah, the rover.
Yeah. So I watched a video that said this specifically. For that thing to get off the moon, to jettison off the moon and go back to Earth, would have taken like 50 more rockets of power that is not known at that time to get that thing off the moon. I'm just saying.
Well, there's no
I'm just
gravity.
reporting.
I hear you. It's a
I'm
vacuum.
just saying.
Yes. Wild stuff. But again, hey, I wanted to do these things, especially.
Hey, something's going on right now. There's a dropping on the 4th.
Planetarium drop.
Planetarium drop.
What are you
This
talking
planet's something's dropping on the 4th.
Oh, I didn't see that. They dropped. That is. You know what it is? The crowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going to say. Is the crown? You want to go to a crown shot?
Yes. Let me go over there. It's true. Go over to Monsters.
Oh, you getting some text messages, Ray?
No, look, yeah, you're right. You gotta see. Hold on. That is true.
If you hear Ray get a phone call, he's got to go.
That's exciting. That is exciting.
Is it real?
Hold on, I'm gonna go to it. I gotta
see your app.
Monster.
Yeah, see your app.
Go to the app now.
Hold on.
It's in the app.
What's in the app? Is it in the app?
I don't know. Somebody said, yeah, see your app. Doesn't say skadoosh in my app.
Skadoosh. But yes, I go to the crowns right here, right there, the ultimate ground. Look at this.
4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
The 4th of July.
Like this.
4th of July. Look at that.
Their 5th space drop of Earth mission supplies.
That's beautiful, man. That is special.
We should do a video like this. Remember Star Trek? Did you guys ever watch Star Trek?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Yes.
When you go like this?
Hold on, I can't see. What are you doing?
Like this?
Yeah.
Scotty, I need you to beam me up. There's no intelligent life down on this planet.
No, they don't do that. They flip it. It's like
they flip. I don't have a flip phone anymore. It's broken.
Yes, that's right.
What's the sound it makes? Nice.
Yep. There it is. I'll tell what the planet Earth really is. I'll tell what is it? What is it, Comfy? Oh, connection lost. Connection down.
I think he's being funny.
Comfy's. We're gonna drop a cool video about Monster Global Network. He's got to send me the vid. It's amazing. And there you go. Aliens. Love it. So wait. Let me. Did you say something's in the app or no?
I don't see it.
What was Robin talking about?
I cannot confirm nor deny, but I'm in the app. I didn't see anything, but I miss things a lot.
Okay.
I'm in the app. If you guys see something, I don't see it.
Okay.
Maybe she at the website.
Yeah, maybe she. All good. But yeah, we won't hold up anymore. But yeah, that is a big deal. That's a big deal. 4 days, 22 hours, and 44 minutes. We're gonna see some crowns get dropped. This amazing. It's amazing crate, planetary and solarized super non-fungible crate. Yes. That is, it's coming. Monsters on a mission.
Straight from the aliens.
Straight from Antarctica. Yes. Aliens, bro. Aliens. 100%. Crazy time. Hey, just going back to real quick, just going back to this thing. It wasn't just straight aliens. I gave you the highlights of that whole thing. When you read it, I mean, they're talking about everything. They don't know, is what I'm saying. Interdimensional beings. They were talking about angels. They were talking about fairies. They didn't know, is what I'm telling you. They were talking about supernatural things. That's the whole idea, is it was a supernatural thing because these things are moving in and out of our reality. That's what I'm saying. That's what they were looking at. So I just wanted to put that out. That's why, again, I'm very interested in it. Very cool. So wanted to leave that with that. And yeah, we'll get back to it. Great show. Thank you. Appreciate it, Night Owl. And Mob. Yes, Mob is the alpha. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Mob's the alpha, right? You better get in there. Better get in the Telegram. And yeah, we mobbing. And make sure you check through the Opus AI app. Get your XP and check in and get after it, man. Get after it. The mob is going to have amazing things happening. Very cool. So I don't know which one we're going to put on here. What do you got? We'll just do the normal Year of the Monster because it's the Year of the Monster. Ready to go back through the portal. Hey, thanks, guys. Happy Friday.
Everyone,
Friday.
Yep. Freaky Friday. We'll see you Monday. Have a good one. Thanks. See y'all.
Wake up.